Hi everyone. Today's topic is about ad hoc network. What is an ad hoc network? An ad hoc network is a local area network that is built spontaneously as devices connect. Instead of relying on a base station to coordinate the flow of messages to each node in the network, the individual network nodes forward packets to and from each other. An ad hoc networks therefore refers to the networks created for a particular purpose. An ad hoc networks are comprised for a group of workstations or otherwise other wireless devices which communicate directly with each other to exchange information. Why ad hoc networks? Generally, the networks normally developed or of the type having some fixed infrastructure. If the network is required to be made for some short period of time, then we go for ad hoc networks. An infrastructure network pass information through a central information hub, which can be hardware device or software on a computer. Office networks, for example, generally use of server to which company workstations connect to receive their information. What are all the ad hoc networks? Mobile ad hoc networks, managed vehicular ad hoc networks, managed wireless mid networks, smartphone ad hoc networks, wireless sensor networks. These are all the types of ad hoc networks are used. A simple example for ad hoc networks. A node or devices can join together to make up a simple ad hoc network. Every device owns an equal status or designation in the network. A better solution to this kind of network will be an ad hoc network in which the wireless router is replaced by a wireless computer that can will act as a wireless router. The computers communicate directly with each other. The internet through the modem, and modem is connected to desktop through wireless computers or wireless laptops. And ad hoc networks do not go through any central information hub. And ad hoc networks are generally closed networks. They do not connect to the internet and are typically created between participants. If one of the participants has a connection to a public or private network, this connection can be shared among other members of the ad hoc network. This will allow other users on the spontaneous and ad hoc network to connect to the internet as well as. On the basis of infrastructure, we can classify the ad hoc networks into two main categories. They are infrastructure based networks, infrastructureless networks. First one is infrastructure based network. A network with pre constructed infrastructure that is made of fixed network nodes and gateways, with typically network services delivered via these pre configured infrastructures. For example, cellular networks are infrastructure based networks built from PSTN backbone switches, MSCS base stations, and mobile host. Each node has its strict specific responsibility in the network, where wireless LANs typically also fall into this category. And the next one is infrastructureless networks. In this case, a network is formed dynamically through the cooperation of an arbitrary set of independent nodes. For example, two PCs equipped with wireless adapter cards can set up an independent network whenever they are within range of one another. In mobile ad hoc networks, nodes are expected to behave as routers and take print in discovery and maintenance of routes to other nodes. Network is decentralized where the topology discovering and the message delivering must be executed by the nodes themselves. What are all the characteristics of a dark network? Lack of fixed infrastructure. Nodes can communicate directly within the transmission range through multi-hoped communication. Dynamic topology. Network topology changes unpredictably. Rate of topology change. Movement speed of the mobile devices. The next one is bandwidth constrained variable capacity links have low bandwidth capacity. Factors that affects bandwidth: fading, noise, interference. Energy constrained operation, small battery, stores very limited amount of energy. And the next one is transmissions and processing during routing consumes energy. Increased vulnerability, prone to new types of security threats like eavesdropping, spoofing, denial of service. Difficult to identify the attacker. Device keep moving, do not have a global identifier. Nodes are vulnerable to capture and compromise. And the applications of ad hoc networks. Communication among portable computers. Portability should be within the range of wireless hub. Reduces device flexibility and mobility. For example, cell phone, laptop, earphone, wristwatch. Group of people in a conference can share their data. The next one is environmental monitoring, collection of various types of data about the environment in which it is deployed. Applications like environmental management, security monitoring, road traffic management. Miniature sensors like rainfall, humidity, presence of animals, etc. It is used for gathering environmental information. Environmental monitoring applications like deploys large number of sensors environment. The ad hoc sensors networks to collect data from remote locations. The sensors to respond with commands issues by data collection, manage efficiency handling. Military set up ad hoc networks in a frontline battlefield with various military equipment. Take advantages like soldiers, vehicles, and military information headquarters. Energy emergency applications like search and rescue operations, policing and firefighting, and crowd control. The next topic is about vehicular ad networks. When we have vehicular ad hoc networks, VANET is a type of mobile ad hoc network VANET that is used to provide communications between nearby vehicles and between vehicles and fixed infrastructure on the roadsides. Vehicular communication is in VANETs can be achieved by exchanging information using vehicle to vehicle and vehicle to infrastructure communications to provide road safety, navigation, and other roadside services. Introduction. How vehicular communication network. Roadside infrastructure units named network nodes are equipped with onboard processing and wireless communication modules. How vehicular communications works. Vehicle to vehicle and vehicle to infrastructure communications will be possible. Here, vehicle to infrastructures will be communicate to one station with another station. First, a base station A, base station B, and base station C. From this vehicular to infrastructure, it will pass the informations to station B, and the station B sends the informations to station C. These are connected through wired networks. This is how the vehicular networks are connected from vehicular to infrastructure. One device is connected to another. What can VANET provide? Warnings like how the data will be warned, which means how it sends the warning signals. For example, in the roadsides, if one or more vehicles get collided or get accidents, the warning signs can be alarmed due to the vehicular manner ad hoc networks. Traffic and road conditions. In this traffic and road conditions, where VANET is used to control the accidents through the road providing a alarm signals. What can VANET provide? The VANET can provide safety, efficiency, traffic and road conditions, road signal alarm, local informations. Application types. Safety applications used to send safety messages. Non-safety applications provide an efficient and comfortable driving experience. Categories. Traffic management used to improve traffic flow and resolve congestion on the road. Infotainment used for information and entertainment purposes, providing internet access to passengers, data storage, video streaming, video calling. Challenges. Intermittent connectivity. Control and management of network connection among vehicles and infrastructure is a key challenge. High mobility and location awareness. Feature management require high mobility and location awareness of the vehicles participating in communication. Each vehicle should have the correct position of other vehicles in the network to cope with an emergency situation. Heterogeneous vehicle management. Large number of heterogeneous smart vehicles, management of heterogeneous vehicles, and their sporadic connections is another challenge of feature management. Security. Always a risk to the privacy of users' data, content, and location. Vehicles communicating within the infrastructure should allow users to decide what information should be exchanged and what information should be kept private. Privacy can privacy can be ensured by examining sensitive data locally. Support of network intelligence. In future bannets, there will be a large number of sensors installed in vehicles, and the edge cloud collects and preprocesses the collected data before sharing them with the other parts of the network. What is the difference between the MANET versus VANET? MANET is a mobile ad hoc networks, VANET is a vehicular ad hoc networks. The nodes moves randomly, the nodes moves regularly. Mobility is low, it has a high mobility. Reliability is medium, it has high reliability. The node lifetime depends on power source. The node lifetime depends on vehicle's lifetime. Network topology is sludgy and slow. Network topology is frequent and fast. Security issues. Lack of physical boundary. Mobile node act as a router and forward packets. Distinction between internal and external loads. Low power RF transmissions. Malicious node transmit and monopolizes the medium continuously. Signal jamming leads to denial of service attack. Limited computational capabilities. It is difficult to deploy compute intensive security solutions. Inability to encrypt messages. Limited power supply. It is used to attacker attempt to exhaust batteries by causing unnecessary transmissions, excessive computations. What are all the attacks on ad hoc networks? Types of security attacks, passive attacks, and active attacks. Target to monitor and steal the data exchanged in the network without disrupting the network operations. For example, snooping, eavesdropping, traffic analysis, and monitoring. And passive attack, destructive and disturbs the normal functionality of the network. For example, wormhole, black hole, gray hole, resource consumption, and routing attacks. So these all that how the MANET and vehicular ad networks are performed in this ad hoc networks. Thank you.